I think to be a middle of the pack rider, I think you can go out there and have a great time. So if you're doing a couple of 100Ks a day and you pull up at dinner time and you have a good rest and do it all again the next day, you're still covering huge ground, you have an amazing adventure, and it can be a great time. But if you want to push it a bit further, if you want to extract that extra something, it's not stopping at dinner time. It's you finish your food and you keep pushing on, and you might even do another 200 kilometers after that. If the winds are at your back, well, you're not going to sleep. You're just going to keep going because you never know when those winds are going to turn around. So to ride at the top level, it's just pure suffering. It's not so much about riding after a couple of days. It's about managing the pain that comes up with, Achilles tendon issue or repetitive type issues that come up with your knees or your back or your stomach, just managing the load of all that food or different food too, because you're just living off service station food out there. So to be great at this sport, you have to recognise that your plan is going to be the first thing that goes out the window. You need to roll with it. And as I think it was Mike Hall that said, it's like being a fugitive. You're always on the run. You're always being chased. You're always chasing. You're always being hunted down. And so it takes a huge mental effort to sustain that mental stress, even over 6 hours. But to sustain that over 24 hours, a week, 2 weeks requires a phenomenal mental effort. When you lie down at night to have a sleep, you're thinking about when you're going to set your alarm. That's probably one of the most critical parts of the race. It's like, do you sit there and you go, well, I need 4 hours sleep, and so you set your alarm for 4.5 just in case. Or do you go, I need 4 hours sleep, and you set your alarm for 2, and you wake up after an hour and a half and you get going. So it's sort of which sort of person are you? Are you committed to just pushing yourself and seeing what happens, or are you going to head out and have a good time out there? So I think that's the beauty of this. You can people operate at totally different levels out there, and whatever happens, whether you finish first or whether you finish 53rd, you've had an amazing adventure. You've ridden across a continent, and how many people get to say that?